Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opening game of the Premier League season. It's Aston Villa against Newcastle United. Before we start, I will say I hate TikTok. They have removed my live features from my streaming software, so I have to do it off my phone today, which is really annoying because it was literally available 2 days ago. So that's very convenient that it's gone today. But here we are. Villa Newcastle opening day. Yesterday was Liverpool against Bournemouth. That was a really good game. If you hadn't seen it, you did miss out, I think. Semenyo, I feel for him with what happened, but he was unbelievable. I mean, he literally played like his life depended on it. He wanted to spite that man so bad. He had like one of the best games of his life. I felt for Bournemouth. I thought Bournemouth probably deserved a bit more than what they got, to be honest. But it's football. You got to take chances. I mean, was it Tavernier who missed that huge chance for them, and then Liverpool go down the other end and make it 1-0. And like you got to take chances in the Premier League. You can't scuff your shot into the floor. But hello to everyone. Thanks for all the likes already over on TikTok. How you guys doing? I'm live on YouTube and TikTok. We have an FPL code. Oh, I can't even. I don't think there's a way I can have it on here now. I did have it for my TikTok. There might be a way I can put it in a TikTok chat, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, how are we all doing? How are we all doing? We'll get into the lineups of both teams. Give me your score predictions, guys. All that good stuff. Bear with me. Heading Live Protector says, "Hey AJ, happy with the new season." Well, we'll see. We'll see if I'm happy. When when it's 2 hours from now, that's when I tell you I'm happy. I also don't need a headset today because I've got this. Right. So typical streams always going to shit. In every way possible. I cannot believe the live permissions are removed for no reason. They didn't even tell me. I had to check. Anyway, Villa, Bizot in goal, back four of Cash, Konza, Mings, and Digne. Really surprised no Ian Maatsen today. I thought Maatsen was dead set left back. In fact, our entire left side. I think John McGinn down the left. We got no pace, man. I got no legs. I feel like I mean, we'll get into the full team, but I'm very interested and surprised with some of the changes that we've made going into this opening game. Onana Kamara, that's your typical midfield pivot. That's fine. Tielemans could be behind Ollie Watkins. I'm expecting, because of the lack of pace we have, Rodgers out wide, one side, McGinn out wide, the other. Tielemans behind Ollie Watkins. That's what I think. I wouldn't have done that, to be honest. Maybe he wanted a compact midfield to combat Bruno Guimaraes, Tonali, Jolinton, which is why we've gone for a very solid midfield there with Onana, Kamara, Tielemans. I would have liked to have seen Rodgers behind Ollie and Marlon out wide. Marlon not in the team is just sad. No Emi Buendia as well. Bench for Villa, Bogard, Buendia, Gesson, Illing Jr., Jimo Aloba, Maatsen, Marlon, Torres, and oh my days, James Wright. You could say third choice keeper now because Gauchi's gone out on loan. But yeah, how are we all doing? Michael said, I'm so worried by the front line on the break. I mean, they don't have a striker, but their attack is good. Barnes and Alanga, I do like. Gordon, he's not a number 9. I think that's the only hope I can get from that. Brox is 2-1 Villa, Watkins and Tielemans. I would take that. Any win today, obviously, you're going to take. Look, obviously, Unai knows more than me by a lot, but I am worried about the lack of pace. Like I said, I think Alanga against Digne could be very scary. I still don't understand how Matty Cash is a starting right back for Villa, how we've never really done anything or got anyone to replace Matty Cash over the years, or even to compete with Cash. I mean, we bought Nedeljkovic and then sold him. We bought Garcia, and now apparently he might go. And it's like, why? Why are we doing this? Like, I don't get it. For those wondering, it is Bizot and goal over Martinez because Emi got a red card on the final day of the season. So Bizot will make his Villa debut today. Newcastle have Pope in goal, which I actually thought we'd see Ramsdale. So that's a surprise. Livramento, Burns, Shaw, Trippier, their typical standard back four. Joelinton, Tonali, Bruno, one of the best midfield three in the Premier League, easily. Barnes one side, Gordon in the middle, Elanga down the right. We'll have a look briefly at some of the other Premier League games as well today. Brighton, Fulham. Two mid-table sides. You'd expect to be around mid-table. I think that can be hard to predict. Fulham haven't bought anyone. Fulham haven't really sold anyone. Brighton losing Pedro. I think Fulham could get a cheeky win there. Sunderland West Ham, I think, is the most, other than Villa, obviously, I think Sunderland West Ham is the most interesting game of the day. Because that is so unbelievably hard to predict. Sunderland at their ground, if they can get the ball rolling, they could get something crazy. Like you never know. But an early West Ham goal, it kills all the momentum and they lose. That's my concern anyway. How you doing, Murad? What's good? Another disappointing Dortmund seat. I mean, you never know. Dortmund actually could do something this year, but every year they seem to not. But yeah, I hope for all the Dortmund fans, one day you'll win the Bundesliga again. You'll do it. You just might be 50 years old. You'll do it though. You'll do it at some point. Spurs Burnley. It's a game Spurs could lose, but I mean that's old Spurs. Is Thomas Frank? I mean, saying that they bottled a 2-0 lead, so maybe the Spursiness, the Spurs core is still there, guys. You never know. Still could be there. And Wolves Man City. I mean, I don't have Erling Haaland in FPL, so I'm hoping Haaland doesn't ruin that for me, because I'm with them playing Wolves on the opening day. I am worried. I'm a little bit worried, guys. But yeah, guys, double tap screen if you're watching on TikTok. Please like the video if you're over on YouTube. Like I said, give me some more score predictions, man. I've had a couple. Let me know what you guys think. Villa are playing Newcastle United opening game. It's probably the perfect time to play Newcastle. We could still lose this. In fact, it'd be a very Villa thing to lose a game like this. But a side where their best player is out on strike and they haven't had a replacement, like Visser hasn't been signed yet. This is the perfect time to play Newcastle. At home, opening day. Get confidence going. Like, if we concede multiple goals here, I will be heavily disappointed. It is Bizot in goal, though. But we're not far away from being underway for the opening Premier League game of the season. Oh, man. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I don't know what to expect. This Premier League is hard to predict. We've had so many teams, come out and strengthen. I watched a video of like 20 Premier League fans all in one room, and they're all talking about where they think they finished. So many teams think they're going to finish in Europe. So many teams. Brighton fan thinks they're going to get 7th place. Man United fans think they're going to get in the top 7. Crystal Palace think they're going to go for a European run. Like, maybe it's just delusion from some people. Spurs fans think they're going to be in and around it in the top 7. Some Everton fans think the new stadium is going to do something for them. There's a lot of optimism in the Premier League. How you doing, Flapcap? So 3-1 to the Villa today. I'm going 2-1. I'm going 2-1 Villa. No way we get a clean sheet, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, join the FPL. If you're watching over on YouTube, that's the FPL code. Join the FPL league. The Villa players heading on to the pitch, guys. We are on our way. Okay. There's no way you can put text on the screen, man. It's so stupid. Oh, you can put text. When did that change? I need to do FPL code. FPL. For anyone who's interested, I've got an FPL league. I had all this in overlays, but TikTok removed my live permissions from my streaming platform. So amazing. It is 3KW 4FV. Alright. Do you guys... Oh, shit. I don't know if you guys even see that, but... I'll put it there. I might have to go and view that and see if you... I don't even know how stickers appear. I think Villa will win today. I hope Villa win today. We should win today. There's no excuse to not win today. Like that, you know, that's the level I'm going at. Just bear with me, guys. I hate TikTok Live, man. It's some things on here are so complicated when they don't need to be. But other platforms make it a lot easier to just do everything. Oh, you guys don't even see it. What? I made that for no reason. Okay, well, I don't know what to do then. Oh, I'll leave that there, but I don't think that's done anything. Brilliant. Why is Martinez playing on the bench? He's suspended. Got a red card. Final game of the season, guys. So he won't be here. He will not be here. It is sad. It is frustrating, but it is what it is. Which is why Bizot is in goal. It's why Bizot is here. I don't remember doing that, but I don't typically add people from stream. Akbar. Agreed about a leaky defense this season. New right back might be worth a look, says Flatcat. I mean, the thing is, Flatcat, we sign right backs and then we don't play them. Or when they do play and they do well, like Garcia. I think Garcia's been good, but he's not been given any confidence by the manager. I'd love to see why Garcia hasn't been given anything really. Bizot look competent so far, much better. He's better than Olsen, better than Gauchi. So we'll see. We will see, guys. We're about to be underway. Newcastle in their horrible green kit. I hate that kit, man. It's not as bad as Fulham's, but it's basically as bad. It's disgusting, horrendous kit. Murat says, I hope Villa wins the UEFA Europa League. I would love that. We shall see. We shall see. Garcia, he is injured, but I'm saying he does. Even when he was fit, he's never come close. And there's been more rumors about him leaving. I don't know. I'm just not. I'm not too happy with the fact that Matty Cash is still the starting right back in 2025. It's insane. I think. Like I'm stunned. There's going to be a minute silence for Jota. I don't know why the text isn't coming. I don't understand TikTok Live, man. Gives me some time to try and figure out what's going on. I can do a poll. Why would I want to do a poll? How do stickers not appear? I don't understand how stickers wouldn't appear on screen. I don't get it. Why would stickers not be shown? If I do that, that literally does nothing. I don't get it. Guys, don't be streamers. It's not worth it. It ain't worth it. Alright, the minute silence is done. I'm so nervous, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm excited. I forget what the nerves feel. Every year, the start of season, it's always different. I hate expecting to win. I'd rather have underdog gimmick and like expect to lose and then we can do something. I actually expect us to win today and I hate that. Yeah. Yeah, Erica, the Jota thing really upsets me because his brother was my age. No age to die. Very sad. Very, very sad. Here we go then. And Newcastle thumped the ball long. Oh, hang on. Alexa, off. Okay. Alexa thought I said it. How on earth my Amazon Alexa thought I said a song there? Didn't even say. Whatever. Moving on. Early throw for Villa as Newcastle try and pen Villa into the corner flag. I don't really like that as a game plan, by the way. And some teams do. PSG tried to do it against Spurs and accidentally put the ball out for a goal kick. But I think giving your opponent the ball at the start of the game, I don't know. McGinn has been adjudged to have fouled, although he's very expressive in his disapproval of that. Oh, I don't think he does enough. He does. He puts his fingers out. If fingers are enough to push you over, then I ain't saying a word. I can see why McGinn felt aggrieved with that. Wait, AJ, the Villa kit same. It's not the same last season. It might always look. It is new. Shut up, man. Some teams like Spurs, like it's hard to notice a difference. Year in, year out. Pope goes long. Like I said earlier, I thought Ramsdale would be in goal today. I'm really surprised it's Nick Pope, to be honest. Villa do get a throw in. Joel Linton with his very white hair. Very blinding. He was the one who gave it away. A cash back to Ezri Konsa. You know, Dortmund has a different design every year, even though it's, some Dortmund kits are terrible. I mean, I don't typically like yellow and black anyway, but some Dortmund kits are awful. Oh, John McGinn has just slipped over in front of the Newcastle fans. And, yeah, you can... he's got a smile on his face. Oh, my life. Don't slip over in front of the away fans. You give them a laugh. That's just what they want. That is just what they want. Tielemans for Villa. Watkins doesn't get it. Really well intercepted, actually, to be fair. It's Fabian Schär. Oh, Elanga's in. Elanga's in. What a save, Bizzot! Go on, Bizzot! What a save! New goalkeeper for Villa makes the top save. Elanga. Oh, that could be a penalty. All right, referee wags his finger. Villa need to wake up a little bit. Gordon. Shots deflected. Corner Newcastle. Elanga through on goal out of nowhere. Bizzot makes a huge save for Villa. Inside 3 minutes. Oh, Elanga's got a score now. It's a great save, but I'm just seeing this challenge with Kamara. You know what? He does flop to the floor. What doesn't help Newcastle there is he's looking for a penalty all day. It probably is a foul, but he's just flung himself to the ground, straight away there, expecting a penalty or wanting a penalty, and it looks like he's trying to deceive the ref. But Kamara doesn't get the ball there. I will say, it didn't look great on first viewing. Kamara basically hooks the heel. Corner to Newcastle. It's a good corner. Villa struggled to clear it. Kept alive by Anthony Gordon. Newcastle have definitely been the better side here. Olsen in goal for that. We concede. Olsen does not save that, I don't think. Bizzot with a huge first save. I mean, welcome to Aston Villa, mate. Because 3 minutes in, you're having to make a save one-on-one. And I said to you start of the game, the pace at Villa, that's the issue, man. The legs, we ain't got any. Like, Elanga running against Digne and John McGinn. What legs have we got out there? What legs do we have out there? Fabian Schär holding his nose here a little bit. What happened here? Oh, collision with Digne. Oh, come off it, man. You're like half a foot taller than Digne. How's he hurt you? Live that says, imagine if Barca wins UCL, Villa wins Europa League, we would have opposite Super Cup. I mean, I think it'd be cool for both of those to happen. Villa haven't won a trophy in a very long time. Barcelona would be nice to to see them actually win a Champions League after Messi said it would come back. Or Tielemans takes over. That has to be a foul. We play on. Ollie Watkins for Villa on an angle. Gets tackled. Do get a corner though. At the North Stand. So, I mean, we looked like we were tackling each other there. They're not expecting a foul to be given, but suddenly the loose ball falls to Ollie Watkins in a favourable position. Yet Tielemans and John McGinn are almost running into each other. Like I said, we get lucky though. The ball falls loose to Ollie. Ollie gets a corner. Bizot in 5 minutes. Guzan's entire career. Look, Guzan's terrible. I'd rather forget about Guzan. Matsumoki. I do think Matsumoki put with him. You're right. Corner comes in for Villa. Back post. Mings tries to get his head onto it. Watkins looks to be a bit manhandled there by Dan Burnt. Cash for Villa. Drills it diagonally. He's overhit that horribly. Oh my life. Matty Cash, mate. What are you doing? Oh, have you guys, by the way, seen, and they're just talking about it in the commentary as well, the new goalkeeper rule. You're not supposed to hold on to the ball for more than 8 seconds. However, Alisson did it twice yesterday. And, yeah. He wasn't penalised for it, so the rule's great. Make a new rule, don't force new rule. That's great. Pope goes long for Newcastle United. Won back by Kamara. Good header forward as well. That'll be a foul. Yeah, that's a bit clumsy from Tielemans. Foul on Tonali. Free kick Villa. 7 minutes gone. Still, it remains goalless. Murad, what? I don't know what you're reacting to there. Oh, anyone heard of Room? Okay. Oh, he would never go there. I just read that comment. He would never go. That is stupid. They won't be able to pay him the money that he would want for a start. Trippier take a free kick for Newcastle. Oh, it's a good flick on as well. Gordon has a shot deflected. Bizot keeps it from going out. He's had a very solid start to this game, Bizot. I mean, Martinez suspended. He had to come in. I'm watching this on TNT Sports, mate. TNT Sport. Bizot had to come in and do something mad today. And he has. Messi's going to Charlottesville. Why does Newcastle's kit look like... It does look like keeper kits, actually. You are right. It does. It really does. You don't want to win. I wonder who I want to win. You know, that's an interesting question over there on the TikTok. I'll have to really think about that. Villa... Oh, I'll give it away, actually. Really silly situation. Won it back there. It's a bit of a scrappy game in the midfield, which I did expect, to be honest. Good pass from Onana. Rodgers tries to fire... and find Watkins into a bit of space, but he has overhit that. We're just not measuring those long passes very well right now. I mean, that Matty Cash one was horrendous, but not everyone is going to be like Matty Cash. So we're seeing Rodgers on the left-hand side, and we're seeing John McGinn on the right. And it's Tielemans behind Ollie Watkins, which is what I thought was going to happen. Thankfully Mings is here to rescue a little bit of a situation there for Villa. I would have rather Rodgers down the middle. I think Rodgers is way better down the middle than he is out wide. Although he doesn't play on the left very often because he was typically played on the right for Villa last year. So him being on the left maybe might be an interesting change that we've made or that we saw in training over pre-season. Mine's fine. I know some people had issues with Sky Sports and Virgin Media yesterday, but I've had no issues, at least as far as I'm aware. Yeah, it's okay. I can refresh it, but I've had no problems. I don't think. Yeah, it's all good for me. As for Dortmund, we'll start official season with a cup match on August the 18th. Dortmund to win. Yeah, okay. Dortmund won't win anything, but it's all right, Murad. If you guess who I support in 3 guesses, I'll gift. I don't care. I will say you support. Big 6 teams have the biggest support, so it's obvious to pick them. I'll go Spurs. How about that? Go on, Tottenham. We're saying, bro, I was on your live versus like in the shootout. What? Oh, Lille, you mean in the shoot? It's Lille? I don't know what you're on about. But hello to you. Lovely cross to the back post. Gordon's header. Now I'm telling you now, if that's a out and out number 9, that's probably 1-0. It's a really, really good cross. Trippier, man. I mean, Gordon claps the cross, but his header there was terrible. And I mean, Eddie Howe heading his hands there. I think he knows if that's easy, that's probably 1-0 there. Goodness me. Digne clips it forward. Good touch from Rodgers. Chance for Villa. Morgan Rodgers goes down. I think he's looking for that though. In fairness, like to the referee, the Villa fans can be upset, but I think Rodgers, he's knocked a little bit off balance, and I think he's trying to use that as a way that he's been brought down. I don't know. I wasn't convinced with that, and neither was the referee. Started that really well though. Lovely touch to take it round 1. Watkins tries to find Rodgers with a little flick pass, but it was red. I don't think Ollie's been super sharp in this game. That has to be a foul, by the way, with a high boot from Jolinton, which the referee has ignored. Okay, Akbar. Kamara into Onana. Good header away. Oh, we're not the through passing has not been it today. Any kind of distance pass just has not worked. Yeah, bear with me, guys. Hang on. Like we're tackling each other out there. I just seen John McGinn run into Ollie Watkins. Yeah, I can't have that comment go on. I will say that was an outrageous comment I just read over on YouTube. You say that again. Honestly, another comment like that, you'll get timed out. Konza hammers it long. I don't. We look a little bit dodgy at the back, and our passing has not been great. We're kind of crying out here, you know. We're crying out for a Daniel Marlin, I think. We need someone to aim the ball at. We move so slowly when we go forward, and even when we do find ourselves in space, the pass is shocking. My brain is fried by Olsen. Look, I'm so happy that we have someone other than Olsen in goal when Martinez is out, because Bizarre looks way more confident, made a really solid save. Elanga went 1-on-1 inside 3 minutes, and Bizarre kept him out. And I don't think Olsen does that. I like, it's that simple. I don't think Olsen does not make that save. Olsen goes along. That's a shove into the back of Ollie Watkins. That'll be a free kick to Villa. I mean, the arrogance to think you're even going to get away with that is crazy. That is an obvious shove in the back from Danburn. I think your colours are showing a little bit. I am gonna put you in timeout. I don't want those kind of comments in my live stream. Is John McGinn for Villa down the right. Cross hits Cash in the face. Nearly finds Watkins though in a very comedic fashion. Dan Burn again holding on to a Villa man in the box there. Tyrone Mings just makes sure, puts the ball out of play under pressure. Newcastle take a throw in quickly, and Villa do need to get back. Tackle from Rodgers does ricochet back to Gordon. Quarter of an hour gone here, and oh, that's a silly foul as well. Yeah, there are some concerns that I've got. I don't know. I don't think we look amazing at the back, and we look like we've had no preseason. It's so strange because our preseason games were good. What Roma, that was a really good game. And the Villarreal game was really good as well. But it looks like that fluidity from those friendlies is just not on display here. Like, some of the passing in the Roma game was really, really good. Like, obviously the goals were great as well. But even if you look outside of that, I've not really seen any of that today. And like, you think of like the better players in those friendlies, Emi Buendia, Daniel Marlin, they're both not here. Gordon has a shot saved from Bizarre. Oh my life, boys. Way cool. Play some peak. I'm not getting peak. I'm not getting... Bro, the game will die in like a month. I spend enough money on games that are like gimmick games. Yeah, it's actually a really good save from Bizot, by the way, because it took a deflection on Cash. I didn't even see that. Okay, I thought it was more than that. Alright, I might think about it. I don't know, lie detector, but I'm not standing for that in my comments. Corner comes in, punched away by Bizot. And that'll be a foul as well. Ironic applause from the Villa fans. How you doing, Jerome? I'm good, mate. I'm very good. I'm a bit nervous, a bit excited. Typical Villa game. Typical Villa opening day. Yeah, it's oh man. The longer this game goes on as well, you know. I mean, they're not giving me... The boys are not giving me much to go off yet. Look, half asleep. Jake says Newcastle winning this game. I mean, they've been the better side. If they had a striker, they'd probably be ahead in this. Like, we've really struggled. Ollie Watkins has just not really got involved. And even when he has, like, he's done a few flick passes. I mean, he's been fouled a couple of times, but he's not really got involved with the rhythm of our attack. I think we're struggling to find any audacious pass has not worked. Any through ball has not worked. Anana does well here though. Skips past one tackle, goes back to Kamara. And we're just taking our time now, I think. Which I don't mind because our passing's been shocking. So if we just keep the ball for a little bit, you know, get a feel of the ball, man. Like again, it's just that is such an example of what I'm talking about. Anana, I like the ideas, but we don't have to always play those kind of passes. And again, we go for a through ball, a hit and hope through ball towards Tielemans, and Tielemans actually fouls Shaw. He gets nowhere near the ball, and it's just such a waste of possession. And we've done this multiple times already. It's only been 20 minutes in the game, man. Where do you think Spurs will finish? I put them in my predictions. Where did I put them? 6th, 5th. I put them really high, to be fair. A lot of people put them around like anywhere from 7th to 10th. I don't know. I think there's a weird feel-good factor at Spurs. I mean, the Super Cup defeat probably knocks that a little bit. If you'd have won the Super Cup, honestly, I feel like you would have ridden that high for a very long time. But you know, new manager, new play style, won a trophy last year. I actually don't mind the Spurs project. I said Villa to finish 6th. I don't think we'll move up or down. We finished 6th last year. I'd love to see us compete for top 5. It could happen, but I don't know. I think it'll be just a bit out of reach. Alanga early cross hits the shoulder of Tyrone Mings. Rodgers again. That's just sloppy. That's just really sloppy. Rodgers giving the ball away 30 yards from our own goal here. I'd love to see the pass percentage completion of Villa, because I'm telling you now, it's like a FIFA game. It must be like 60%. Our passing has been atrocious. Livramento slips over as he crosses the ball into the box. Bizot plucks out the sky. Bizot's our best player today. Like that's how. Also, I forgot about the stats, guys, over on YouTube. Apologies. Bizot has been easily our best player today, and that's really sad to say. Villa go long looking for John McGinn. Pope Sweeper keeper and Nick Pope. Not often he's done that. Makes the clearance. I mean, John McGinn chasing through balls, man. I don't know. I've just not liked what I've seen here. Harvey Barnes down the left. Newcastle have easily looked like the better side here. Scary, man. If they had Isak today, they'd be winning. There was a header earlier today from Gordon. Free header in front of goal. Lovely cross from Barnes. But because it was Anthony Gordon, not an out-and-out number 9, he put it over. And I said at the time, like, a striker there buries that. And we're very lucky that they don't have one, because huge chance to miss in the Premier League. Harvey Barnes shoved out of play by John McGinn. Really good defending. I think McGinn has been up there for... I mean, the bar is low right now, but McGinn is up there for one of our best performers today. Hopefully, is the scoreline going to work now? We're going to see. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just fixing some on my YouTube live stream. Because something always goes wrong here for some bloody reason. Alright, figured it out. Have I figured it out? There we go. Cool. Actually, I'm not quite figured it out. I've got to do one more thing. I'm not missing much of Villa anyway. I mean, we've not started this game very well. I said the lack of pace might hurt us today. Another crossing from the right. Bizzot once again. Look at Bizzot's command of area. This is what I've wanted from a backup keeper for so long. Look how commanding he is of that ball. Something Olsen never was. And I don't want to have just a stream of me ripping into Olsen like every chance I get. But like the difference is so clear. And we once again give the ball away in midfield. Tonali out wide to Trippier. Yeah, yeah. You know what, Flapcow? You make such a good point there. I'm gonna say it on stream here. I do think Newcastle are trying to prove a point to Isak because they're playing out their skin right now. Dear Lord, man. Only positive in the game so far is keeper. Yeah, I agree. What's the link, brother? I'm actually watching live, mate, on TNT Sport. I got no link today, unfortunately. I say unfortunately. Every legal way to watch Villa, I watch. Costs me a lot of money, but you do what you do. Livramento 1-2 Joelinton. Newcastle. If you're a Newcastle fan, you'd be very happy with what you see. It's just that the major downside for them is that they've just not been clinical anyway. How you doing, Joey? It's good to be back, boys, up the Villa. What's good, man? It's just been one of those games though for Villa though, Joey. We really struggled to get going. You know, Newcastle. I mean, we haven't even registered a shot, lads. Like Newcastle have been the by far better side here. We've got it now though with Kamara. Watkins drops deep to receive it, shifts the ball, and Villa, come on. Bit of sideways passing going on here. We've pushed a lot of players forward. Konza and Mings are not sitting on the halfway line. Newcastle have everyone back, everyone behind the ball. It is genuinely walking football pace now. Anana. Good ball out wide. Can we get... Oh, Digne! Digne, bro. This... What are we doing? What are we doing, man? What was that? Did we have doppelgangers for pre-season? What's going on? Onana, 10-yard pass to Digne, under no pressure, the ball slips under Digne's boot. I don't get it, man. How? And now the keeper's just put it out of play for... I don't know what Nick Pope's doing there. Nick Pope is shocking. Okay, he's just not learning his lesson. Yeah, he has had a 24-hour timeout there, guys, if you're interested. I've given him plenty of time. Cross from Digne. Dan Burn with the easiest header he'll ever make in his life. Tielemans might put a cross in. Does hook it to the back post. Watkins was there. Tonali beats him to it. And an offside flag is up anyway. Joey, I would love to say 2-0 Villa. We haven't even had 2 shots. Still a long way to go, but... shocking, it's 0-0 still, very bad for Villa. Newcastle. Newcastle should be winning this game. I've said this. We've been awful. Absolutely awful in the first half hour of this game. We look like we've not played football like together. There's been 2 occasions where Villa players have run into each other. Like, I seriously do not understand what's going on. Just reading what Villa fans saying. Yeah, can we stop running into our own players? Terrible 15 minutes. Bizot is class. Oh my god, Bruno into Gordon. Oh, we're in trouble here. Anthony Gordon. Good block from Matty Cash, to be fair. Really good block, Cash. I think Bizot has a point to prove as well. I mean, Flapcap said it was Newcastle with a point to prove. I'm telling you, I think Bizot's got a point to prove. He's playing so well today. Newcastle down the right. Cross. It's a good one towards Gordon. Header away by Cash. One back by Livramento, but I think Tonali wanted the ball instead. Fabian Schär lines one up and puts that well over. Yeah, Tonali's playing really well. Their whole midfield, I think we've struggled. We've tried to go toe-to-toe, and they're definitely winning that midfield battle. Like, we've got 3... it almost feels like we've got 3 central midfielders, like 2 holding midfielders and Tielemans just ahead of them. I think we tried to make it really compact. I still don't think that's worked. And we've sacrificed our width as well as speed for that. And I just don't think it's been a valuable exchange. I still think we're losing the midfield battle. And not only that, we've got no legs on the attack. We've got 0 legs out there. And once again, I love Rodgers. Rodgers isn't very good out wide. And I've said it so many times last year. And I feel like I'm watching a different sport. To some people. Oh my life, another ball to Alanga. Oh, Alanga's dribbled out of play. Okay, best league in the world, guys. Best league in the world. We've had Digne. We've had Digne dribble the ball out of play, and now we've had Alanga do it. Oh my life. What is going on? What is going on? I'm hoping this will work, by the way. We'll see it. Do commands work? Okay, my cloud bot might not be working, which is amazing. Does anything want to work today on stream? Goodness me, man. Oh, it does work. There we go. It's just delayed. You can join my Discord with the link. Oh, I just seen there was a post up there anyway. I didn't even read that. You can also join FPL. Hopefully that link works too. Foul, free kick to Villa, half an hour played. Tonali with the aggressive challenge this time. There we go. Guys, join the FPL league. Link there. Over on the YouTube. Yeah, Nana with was the one who... I can't get my words out. Anana was the one who was fouled. I am playing fantasy. I had overlays and stuff for my TikTok, but unfortunately, literally today, TikTok took the live stream features away from my Streamlabs OBS. Long ball towards Watkins, doesn't get to it though. So I haven't been able to put it on screen, and I can't really figure out a way to do it. But I mean, if you want the code, it is 3KW4FV. If anyone wants to join the FPL. Oh, it's my second channel. It's the second channel. I do Pokemon, yeah. I thought I modded it. I apparently did not mod that account. I thought I did. I probably should make it a mod. Add as mod. There we go. Manager mod. Cool. Villa play out from the back. I mean, a game like this, I would not be trying to encourage them to press us a little bit. I don't know. I think our passing's been so bad, and we lose it. We just can't break out. I mean, we get lucky there with a bad Newcastle pass. Oh, what a ball outside the boot to Rodgers. And now Ollie Watkins on his own in the box of Villa. Step over. Pulls it back, but no one there. Better for Villa, though. I mean, Ollie Watkins did well. Step over. Got himself, I will say, on a wide angle. Just no one in the middle, though. It's a really good pass, if anyone is there. But no one there. So Villa get a throw in. It's played long towards Onana, volleyed away by Joel Linton. Won back by Yuri Tielemans. Forced backwards to Boubacar Kamara. Just say Livramento. Okay, lie detector, you are a weirdo. You are something else. Oh my days. 32 minutes gone. The score is 0-0, guys. And we have still yet to have a shot. It is 0 shots to 8. 2-1 target. Well, to 0, obviously. So, and yeah. I mean, we are 0 on every stat. Ball possession, 41. Newcastle dominating every stat. Thankfully, not the scoreline. Some will say it's the only stat that does matter. And we give it away again, you know. We get lucky as Newcastle waste it and we get a goal kick out of it. But we've been dispossessed so many times. Guys, if you're watching this game too, let me know what you think, lads. Because this has just been really depressing. Like, this has been a horrendous start to this game. We're a third way through now. I'm not too impressed yet. I'm not too impressed with what I've seen. Back 4 embarrassing as usual. No shots in 30 minutes is a disaster. Sort it out. Is that the amount of passes we've completed? They've done number 4 and 5, Kanza and Mings, and someone said, "Is that the amount of passes we've done?" Oh my life! If you don't laugh, you cry. Rodgers does well to beat one, but then gets dispossessed by the second tackle. Yeah, I mean the Villa fans here are not too pleased. Alanga step over, gets across from his left, cleared by Tyrone Mings. Watkins is 35 yards from his own goal, receiving the ball, trying to create something in the attack. This is when you know it's desperate. And then it's just another long ball that's gone nowhere. What are we doing? Yeah, Jake. Yeah, we've ran into. It's been multiple occasions where Villa players ran into each other. We look like we've either not played with each other ever, or we are playing intoxicated, or both. Because this is not what we saw in pre-season. Another dispossessed pass. John McGinn this time. And the Villa crowd are getting really restless now. I mean, it's an absolute joke. We're playing like a team that's fighting relegation. Oh, now Digne with a foul. Fucking hell, lads. I've said this, Ninja Styles. We need Rodgers in the middle. We've put him on the left this time. Rodgers just doesn't work out wide. I said it all last season, and we keep doing this. Oh, what was your bet, Harry? Did you put a bet on Newcastle? Because if you did, you might be in the money today. This is shocking, man. 35 minutes gone. Horribly being outplayed by a team without a forward. Wasn't our preference season team, and the lads have forgotten how to play together. No, I mean, our best players in pre-season, you would argue, Daniel Marlon, Emi Buendia. Right? Neither have started, and we look terrible. If we don't make at least one change at half-time, I will lose my head. Our midfield has been pathetic today. And we literally set up today to try and match them. Goodness me. Newcastle to win, Brighton to win, West Ham to win, Spurs to win, City to win, £50 return. It's a free bet, but I will say 50 quid's not amazing for 5 different teams to win. I don't know. But it is a free bet, so who cares, I suppose. Bizot goes long. I mean, one of the few positives today is Bizot. If anything, he's put himself under real competition now with Emi Martinez, because he's been really good in goal today. Nah, Flapcat, I'm not even being funny. I always try and look for a positive. I always do. Flapcat, we've had no shots, mate. We've had no shots. We're 37 minutes into a league game. Newcastle have nearly hit double digits. We've created nothing. So this is some of the worst passing I've ever seen. It really isn't that we're expecting high things. We've been shocking, man. We've been... You can't tell me we've not been shocking. We've been absolutely appalling. We can't string 3 passes. Any through ball we've tried has gone... has sailed away. It's gone nowhere. And for one positive thing we do, we follow it up with something crap. Like, Rodgers will do really well. He'll skip past those earlier part of the game, maybe 20 minutes in. Rodgers skip past 2. And then, like, seemingly fell over under no pressure trying to get a foul. Where it was an obvious him trying to bait the referee into giving Villa a free kick in a dangerous situation. I feel for Rodgers' owners in FPL. Because if he plays out wide all season, he ain't going to get any output. Villa getting relegated, says Matt. I mean, we are reacting a bit mental there. We have finished 7th, 4th, 6th in the Premier League, but, you know, we have one bad game in the Premier League, and suddenly we're relegated. Okay. As Newcastle fan, I think Villa, we have been poor. I think what's probably more funny is Newcastle probably being more frustrated than Villa fans right now. With the fact they've dominated this hard, they've done nothing. They've missed at least one massive chance, arguably 2. Elanga should have scored. It was a really good save from Bizot, but Elanga one-on-one had to score. Bizot made I'd say unbelievable save. Yeah, he made a really good save, but you still should score that. So the Newcastle fans will be frustrated that they've done so well and yet got nowhere. All it takes is Villa to score a crap goal, and suddenly it means all that domination means nothing. And Villa have had the exact same thing before, where we've dominated the team, not been clinical, and then the other team goes down the other end. I mean, how many times last season did we concede to our opponent's first shot on target? It became a meme. Like, fans celebrating that their first shot on target didn't go in. I remember many times. My days. I did say earlier today, Martinez isn't playing because he had a red card final day of the season. Oh, Watkins. Flag has stayed down for now. Watkins and the flag does eventually go. Dan Burns angry with the linesman, by the way, because he didn't flag straight away. Dan Burns fuming. Oh, my life. Yeah, Gary said Villa shocking today. Langa's had Digne in his pocket. Why not? Why have we not played Maatsen? I don't get it. We got no legs in this team. Which is why we struggled to do anything on the break. We on a couple occasions we've played a long through ball to John McGinn. I have never seen John McGinn outrun anyone. I love McGinn. McGinn's passing is brilliant. McGinn's determination, his strength, all that attribute, physical, is good. He doesn't run though. Playing through balls to John McGinn is insane. I don't get it. We need Marlon. We need Buendia. I would make the double change like at halftime. I'd do it now, but I'd definitely do it at halftime. once again, I mean, that was closer, but Villa go direct and Dan Burn clears the ball out of play. That was better. We get a throw-in out of it, but it's still not a complete pass. We've tried a pass further than 10 yards. But essentially, every time we've gone for a pass that's over 10 yards, it's just not found its man. I mean, the one that took the absolute piss was Digne receiving the ball under no pressure from Onana as Newcastle put everyone back and the ball went under his foot out of play for throwing. Like, you don't even see that in Sunday League. That's the closest we've come to scoring, by the way. A cross from Matty Cash has gone into the hands of Pope. I mean, you could. Is it a shot? Is it a cross shot? It's forced to save from Pope, guys. It might be something we can hang on to. Oh, hey, son, how you doing, man? Shit on the Villa, up the Blues. How you doing, bro? How you doing? Look, I'm not even going to argue today. We have been shocking. It has been an absolute awful game of football. My life, man. And I love Unai. Unai doesn't make changes at halftime very often. All good hate watching as always. It's been a good hate watch for anyone who hates Villa. Kamara, that's a good tackle though. And there are options. Watkins is one of them. Kamara finds Ollie. Ollie a little bit isolated. Rodgers. There's no obvious option to go through here. Rodgers passing to Onana forces him backwards. 42 minutes gone. Can we get a shot before half time, boys? Newcastle, I mean, it doesn't help that we can't find a pass and Newcastle essentially play 11 men behind the ball, 35 yards from goal. They just drop into a really defensive shape. And fair enough, we can't find a pass. That's better though. Rodgers hooks it, but Pope will catch that. Yeah. This is like a training game for them, I tell you. Gassing posh. Oh my life. Any points you on FPL? Oh, good question. I captained Salah yesterday, so I got a lot for that. I was annoyed Frimpong went off in the 59th minute, and that really annoyed me at the time. So that I wouldn't have got the clean sheet bonus. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see after today. I don't typically look until the end of the games on Saturday. And then I assess the damage. And then I cry that the player on the bench has scored 2 goals. I've got better. My huge risk. I've got Beto up front. And they're playing Leeds, I think, at the weekend. And I'm very hopeful for a bit of Everton magic. You got Rodgers and Watkins. You as a Blues fan, as a quote Blues fan with 2 Villa players. You got more Villa players in your team than I do. Oh dear, oh dear. I think I'm on 16. I think you're 1 ahead of me, Ninja. Oh, hang on. I'm about to do a puzzle thing on TikTok. Have you ever had TikTok live? You have to do a puzzle to make sure you're human. It's very funny. Kamara dispossessed by Jolinton. I mean, you're a pseudo Blues fan. There you go. But look, Beto. 10% of FPL users have gone for Beto. He will start every game. That's a good tackle, Rev. He's won the ball. We actually did something right for a change. He won the ball. Okay, maybe it was a foul. Not from my angle, not through my Villa tinted glasses at the time, but it might have been a foul. Risky pass from Mings there. I mean, Kamara does really well and has to stretch himself to win the tackle. That's a foul for Villa. Free kick, Jolinton with the yellow card too. They paid me to be there for 5 years by going... Oh, shut up, man. Shut up. He might have got a bit of the leg. He got a bit of the ball, you know, just a bit of the leg. Beto's like having decent. A lot. You know what? I did think about Calvert-Lewin, you know. I did think about Calvert-Lewin. I think the Evan Nilsson shout was harsh. He didn't play very well yesterday, but typically Evan Nilsson's okay. Oh, they're showing the shot count. They're showing the shot count. It's half time. No added time at all. Straight to half time here. Villa 0, Newcastle United 0. No shots, man. 0 shots at half time. Dear Lord. Who needs? I mean, you guys need a striker. You've not put the ball in it. I think unless you're being sarcastic, I mean, it could be. It could be because I've lost my mind watching this Villa performance today. I think that has genuinely been one of the worst games we've had at Villa Park for a very long time. Bear in mind, we've been battered at Villa Park before, and I still think we've played better in those games. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. There was a game last year where Villa lost, I think, 2-0 to Arsenal, and we were better than them all game. And then you get a game like this where we've just not done anything of note all game. Like, I think it's the most blunt attack we've ever had. Yeah, I've just seen other Villa fans say, can't pass the ball, Bizot is class, though. Bizot's played really well. Easily our best player today. I mean, it's really sad to say that our backup goalkeeper, who wouldn't even have been starting today if Emery wasn't suspended, has been our best player. Absolutely shocking. Like I said, Newcastle fans will probably be just as frustrated as Villa fans because they've not scored all this dominance and they've done nothing with it, really. Elanga missing a clear one-on-one. And Anthony Gordon with a free header. Both should have been a goal. And they missed both. I mean, the Bizot save was good, but you got to bury that one-on-one. I'm looking at Villa comments on Twitter. Oh, my life. Bizot a positive. That's about it. Seriously dross half of football. We can't pass the ball. Do you guys practice passing and training? This isn't a pre-season friendly, lads. Goodness me. I would honestly make a double sub. I would honestly make a double sub at halftime. The back four in 2025 is pathetic. 40 million on Maatsen for him still not starting a whole year later, but keeps crying about PSR instead of taking accountability. Digne and Ming's new contract is laughable. They need selling, not renewing. I think it's harsh. I mean, Digne took... I think Digne and Mings both took a pay cut. I know Digne did. Digne's been awful, right? I mean, everyone's been awful. We've had no pace in the attack. The attack's been terrible. The back line has been ripped to pieces. I think Mings has been okay. I wouldn't have had a go at Mings, to be honest. I think he's been all right. Him and Konza, the centre-backs and the keeper haven't done much wrong. But my life, the attack's been dross. Like I said, I keep saying this. I don't want to be repeating myself over and over, right? But our best players in pre-season, right? And literally, Matt has just said it, right? Daniel Marlon, Emi Buendia, easily our best two players in pre-season. You can say Watkins for the goals, but especially in terms of our fluidity in the attack, I would definitely say, at the very least, Marlon. And when Buendia actually played, I thought Buendia was brilliant. Buendia against Roma alone was unreal. Like, genuinely, like, unplayable. The guy was, like a man possessed. And I even said it during the live stream I did for it. He was playing like an actual, a traditional number 10. He was, like, roaming about, always looking for options, always trying to be involved, always causing a hassle. And this is someone who, Villa expected to sell at one point. And yet he looked like our best attacker. And he's not even... I think to not start either Marlon or Buendia, I thought was bold. And we've tried to match their midfield. We've tried desperately to match their midfield, and it's not worked. Bro said I'm there now. If Villa Park signal is shocking, so I have no idea how you'd even do that. If you're genuinely telling the truth, let me know your ways, because whenever I go to Villa Park, I get no signal. It's really annoying at half time because you want to do things and you just sit there, and I get like 1 bar. We didn't say hotly contested. Oh my god, Villa tweeted a hotly contested opening 45. What did we contest? What did we contest, guys? Yeah, someone else said it. Hotly contested. We've had 0 shots. 0. What have we contested? Who would I play Marlon? Sorry, I was reading Twitter. I would honestly, John McGinn out wide has not done anything. McGinn has been playing as a, you can say right midfielder, you can say, I mean, some people think it's like right attacking midfield. Whatever he's playing is not working. I take McGinn off, and I like John, but it's not been going well out there. Take McGinn off and put on Marlon on the right hand side. Or maybe Gesson or something. We spend 30 million on a forward and he's not here. And our front line's terrible. Honestly, the 2 subs I'd make, Buendia on for Tielemans. Or saying that, I would actually put Rodgers in the middle. And you could go for Marlon and Gesson on the left and right. We're a bit right side heavy, I will say. Gesson typically only plays on the right. I mean, you could put Ilan Jr. Maybe. Daniel Marlon can play anywhere along the front 3, but typically only plays on the right or down the middle. Unfortunately, someone's gonna have to play on the left because Rodgers can't do it. Newcastle Isak, they probably could have scored. It's not could have. I think they would be ahead. Isak buries that Gordon header every day of the week. I mean, it's comical now. Like, I'm just seeing the Elanga chance again. Digne tries to intercept a through ball, but he looks like he slips over in the process. And then Mings collide. I think does he collide with Onana? I need to see that back. Actually, I'm gonna roll it back. Players running into each other as they go 1-on-1. It's embarrassing. Thankfully, Bizot isn't a clown and made a really good save. But how many times are players going to run into each other? This should not be happening on the highest stage. Yeah, so Digne slips over. Oh, as he slips over, he trips Mings. Like, this is a comedy. This is a comedy, and it's happened three times I can remember. I even forgot about that one. 3 times in 45 minutes, Villa players ran into each other. The other one was in the attack, and thankfully it didn't actually hurt us too bad. It was when John McGinn collided with was it Yuri Tielemans, I think? I know it's John McGinn who was involved because McGinn got up and made the pass. But how many times are we going to have players run into each other? Goodness me. It's like I'm watching friendlies, man. Like, Flatcut says Marlon on for Watkins, Gesson on for Tielemans. Bogard seems to play almost anywhere he's asked to. He's a reliable player. Gesson's not a bad option. And Bogard seems to be like a utility player. Matthew said we played like we've had 10 defenders. Yeah, what in the shit show was that? I don't get it, man. I thought this Bizot guy would be like Nyland. Fumi's actually... Mate, he's been really good. I think the bar is so low because of players like Olsen and Gauchi. And, I mean, we've had a lot of bad keepers in the past. But not only... like, you can look at the save alone, right? And be like, okay, he's made a one-on-one save against Elanga. And you can give him praise for that. I'll give him praise beyond that. His command of area is really good. He has confidently gone off his line and caught crosses consistently. And that's something Olsen never did. So not only Olsen's shot stuffing was bad, he would just be too nervous to come off his line and catch crosses unless they were next to him. Something Emmy gets praised for a lot is command of area. And yeah, I'm glad to see Bizot is not nervous about starting. And he's played really well. Easily our best player. Easily the best player today. Cash playing well. And Cash has been, honestly, as sad as it is to say, Cash has probably been, top 3, top 4 performers today. And like I was slating him. I've been slating him all pre-season. I still think we can improve on Cash, but he's probably been the best of the 4 today. He's the closest we've come to scoring. It was his cross that went into the hands of Nick Pope. I mean, goodness me. I don't get it, man. Why buy players like Matson, like Gesson, and then not buy them and not play them? Sorry, like why? I don't get it. What Marlon in the January transfer window barely featured. It wasn't even put in the Champions League squad. You know what? Wasn't given the option because we already registered so many players, and yet didn't start every Premier League game. Outside the things it just didn't make sense. And once again, they still don't make sense. We've got options, man. Like, how come Newcastle having the better side? Because it's not they. Look, Newcastle have been okay. It's not them that have been good. We've been awful. Like, and the reason why I know this, right? Because some people will say, "Oh, well, some teams can make you look bad." We had a moment in the game where Onana completely free on the ball, Digne completely free on the ball. Newcastle, everyone 30 yards from their own goal. They drop back. Anthony Gordon, furthest person forward. No one on Digne. 10-yard pass from Onana to Digne. And it goes out of play. It literally slips under Digne's foot and goes out of play. It doesn't matter who you're playing. No one's on Digne. Like, it's just an example, right? Our passing has been shocking. Every time we've gone for a pass that's further than 10 yards, it has not found its man. I don't know what we've been doing. I don't know what we've been practicing. It doesn't look like any of the preseason games. Like I said earlier, the game against Roma and the game against Villarreal, literally, Villarreal was the last preseason game before today. It was a lot better than this. A lot better than this. We looked like a team out there, not just 11 individuals who don't know each other. Yeah, Flatco said Marlon must have a correct agent. I feel so bad for Marlon. I said at the end of last year, if Marlon wanted to leave, I wouldn't be surprised. Because he's a top player and he doesn't get played. Daniel Marlon was so good in preseason. Why play him? Why play him in preseason if you're not going to play him today? If he doesn't come on today, it's a joke. Yeah, Asan, Asan, should say. I'm still getting your name wrong even after all this time. Canate was terrible yesterday. I mean, he looked completely lost in that second goal for Bournemouth. I mean, he didn't know what planet he was on. Awful. And to be fair, I don't think Van Dijk played too well in that game either. Endo going right back for 10 minutes and then being hooked because Endo couldn't compete with the pace. I think Liverpool's attack's really good, obviously, but their defense is a bit shaky, and maybe it's just like your first game, bit of nerve, things going on. You can excuse some of it, but it didn't look like a defense to me. That's a league winner. Because if Bournemouth, honestly, they had some huge chances. It's like Semenyo got two, but then missed a tap-in. Before he scored, he missed a tap-in. And then Tavernier had a huge chance, which he scuffed into the ground. Like, Bournemouth had some real big opportunities to score goals. And like, as a team that you're supposed to challenge for the league, the idea is you're supposed to concede just shy of the games you've played. So around like anywhere between like 35, 37 goals, right? Liverpool conceded 2 and should have conceded 3 or 4. Like, I just don't think that's a good start. Endo said cheeks out wide. I have no idea what that was about. I think their subs were strange. Taking Frimpong off so early. I know he kind of played like a winger, and it's something he does. I saw Liverpool fans saying we've got rid of Trent and we've signed Frimpong. We finally have like a right back who plays right back, and I'm like, you've not watched Frimpong. If anything, he's worse. He plays like his heat map at Bayer Leverkusen was basically like one of a right midfielder. Like it was insane. Yeah, Wirtz looked like every time he touched the ball. Now I'm gonna say it, and it's gonna sound elitist, right? Florian Wirtz looks like he thinks he can have the time he has in the Bundesliga to take a touch and pick a pass. You don't have that in the Premier League. there was a few times where he tried to collect the ball, and he got dispossessed before he was able to do anything with it. I'm like, it's not Bundesliga anymore. It sounds really elitist to say that, but like the Premier League is the toughest league in the world, and you ain't got time to do anything. And I think Wirtz, he will, I think, improve and he will learn, but he'll understand that not only this league's one of the most physical, but it's the most fast-paced. Frimpong was pathetic. He was getting bullied. He's like 30 kg, best no strength at all. Look, I backed my Frimpong FPL pick, but he wasn't amazing yesterday. I don't think any of the backline, even Kirkes looked like really rash out there. Anyway, enough about Liverpool. We're underway for the second half. Villa, Newcastle. Can Villa register a shot, guys? Hey, can we do it? Can we register a shot in the Premier League? We're still yet to do that this season. Dear Lord, I'm losing my mind. Interesting though, we had no added time at the end of the first half. To be fair, there wasn't much stoppage anyway. And we do move the ball down the right-hand side. And we get an early cross in, hits Dan Burn. We get a corner at the hole. Inside the first 30 seconds, I think Dan Burn, he's smiling. I think he knows he sliced that terribly. I don't think Ekitike was good. He wasn't heavily involved in the game, but he does what many poacher strikers do, and they just take opportunities. He got a bit lucky with the ricochet, but you got to be there to score that. Like, what doesn't help Bournemouth is they've sold each of their back four, and Senesi's terrible, so that probably helped Ekitike. I don't think he played terrible. It's just, I don't know. Unless he's scoring goals, he doesn't seem to be too involved in the build-up. McGinn with a fake cross, gets it in on his right. Header! Oh, we actually forced a save. Kamara should have probably scored. No, it's a free header there. What a cross, John McGinn. Kamara. Oh, it's a free header. Oh my God, he should score. I say free. Jolinton does put a hand on his back late, but there's no one technically close to his head there. Oh, McGinn adjudged to again fouled, which he's not happy with. But Villa do force a save, guys. And you know what? We probably should have scored. I do Tottenham. I do. Up the Spurs, mate. Did anybody score that? No, Kamara's header was saved by Nick Pope. But within the first minute of the second half, we've done something that we didn't do for the entire first half. But we've already seen the long ball go out of play for Villa. Okay, though that hasn't changed. That wasn't a foul. McGinn done more in 2 minutes than he did in 45. I said to hook McGinn off as well. I'm not insane, right? I feel like Kamara should have scored that. This isn't me, again, being just elitist in general with headers. I feel like in front of goal, near post, no one really on you. Like I said, you can say Jolinton hands being on your back probably will put you off a little bit, but you probably should score that. It's straight at Pope. It like the keeper has not had to do much there. I just feel like those kind of headers, if you put them in the corner, they don't typically get saved because there's no time to react. Stance has been so poor. We have, but not a terrible start to the second half, though. Not a Villa fan. Why are you guys playing four midfielders? Why not Marlon? I've been saying this. I've been saying this, TJ. No Marlon, no Buendia. We've played a midfield to try and match Newcastle's midfield, and it's not worked. We sacrificed pace and width to try and combat their very dense, very aggressive midfield, and it did not work. So we've basically lost the midfield battle so far. And we've also lost pace in doing so. That should have been a goal. Van Dijk did have one. And I remember, actually, because I thought Jamie Carragher said Semenyo should have scored against Liverpool when he missed that tap-in, but was completely silent on Van Dijk missing a free header in front of goal. And I said it to my dad. I was watching at the pub with him. I'm like, he's just... I hate having Carragher on Liverpool games because he very rarely calls out any Liverpool player. It has to be like something diabolical for him to say it. He only ever said anything towards Konate yesterday, and Konate's mistake was so bad he had to say something. Yeah, I noticed that. I know he said nothing. In fact, he moved on. He moved on. Peter Drury said something, and then his next comment was about the flanks, like about passing down the flanks or something like that. And I'm like, you just casually move on the conversation there, Jamie. All I'm gonna say for any of my viewers, just look up Jamie Carragher Suarez shirt, and that's all I'm gonna say. I know who that man is. I know who that man is. You know. Thrown from Digne, flicked on. A bit of wrestling there in the box with Ezri Konsa. Cash now forced. I was going to say forced back to Bizot, but he actually refuses to go backwards, which I rate Cash for that. Switches to play. Oh, my life. He should have gone backwards. Never mind. I take everything back. What is that, man? What is that? It's so overhit from Cash. And I want to say he's been one of our better players, man. Warm up shirts in solidarity. Yeah, that era was interesting, and he chose to wear that. He didn't have to wear that. And they I mean, I'm not going to get into it, but they knew. They fully knew. Scumbags. Bizot into Tyrone Mings. Villa. Come on, man. We gotta do something in this half. We have forced one save from Nick Pope, but when your holding midfielder Kamara is your only player to have a shot in the game, I'm still going to complain about it. Tielemans with a flick header into Onana. There is an option in Digne if he wants to find it. Kamara though, Villa. It's just a really poor pass. And it's like anything that's a through ball just doesn't work. We've tried so many. Livramento nearly tackled by McGinn. You know what? John McGinn's pressing there. We get a throw in. Like, our biggest chances, right, have come from their mistakes. We need them to give the ball to us because we clearly can't pass it between ourselves. We've tried a couple of these long throws in Matty Cash, and Cash does dry the ball here, so we might be trying that again. We did go for a stage of long throws under Dean Smith, actually. And it was when Danny Ings scored like an overhead kick goal from a Cash throw-in. Kamara finds John McGinn, doesn't take the ball down very well, gets lucky with the ricochet, it bounces kindly back to Cash. Tielemans forced back to Bizot. I mean, we nearly got dispossessed, so I shouldn't complain. Bizot goes long. Tried to be taken down by Rodgers, hacked away by Dan Burn. 53 minutes gone here, still goalless. Onana does well, beats Joelinton. Villa on the break. Onana out wide to Digne. Gets a corner from a deflection from Alanga. Come on, boys. Got to do something with these set pieces, though. Got to do something with these set pieces. Passing training needs to happen before next game, says Ninja. I agree, man. Yeah. Terrible game, says Red Nation. I don't disagree, my friend. Tielemans applauds the fans as he gets some applause back. Definitely one of our best players last season, if not literally our best player last season. Oh yeah, it was very good. It was very good. Joelinton rinsed. You love to see it. Tielemans with the cross. You know what? No one attacks that, and that's really annoying. What a good ball that is. Yeah, Tielemans is angry. Why? He literally points and says, why does no one go for that? What a cross that is. No one at the back post gambles. How is no one gambling on that? What a ball. It drops perfectly at the back post, and not a single Villa player goes for that. And look, I can understand why Tielemans is quite angry there. Like, he reacts, you know, very emotively. Like, why does no one just go for it? I mean, I've been crying out for a good pass all game. We actually finally get one, and no one gambles. Unbelievable. Like, if you don't gamble, I mean, the ball's going out of play anyway. I don't get it. I mean, maybe people were flat-footed. Maybe they weren't expecting a whipped cross like that to the far post. You got to react though. And none of them reacted to it either, so I don't know. I can understand the frustration of Tielemans there. Rodgers gets past one, pulled over there, and the referee doesn't give it. I mean, Rodgers, there was a hand on his shoulder. I thought that was a foul. The referee doesn't agree. Newcastle shift the ball from left to right. Tielemans against Alanga. Alanga does well, actually, in fairness. Finds a pass. It's just very scrappy in midfield. I mean, Bruno Guimaraes has lost the ball there in a silly situation. John McGinn gets past Tonali. On his own, then, McGinn, he does get dispossessed. I mean, there's only so much one person can do, but he could look for a pass there. Rodgers has been adjudged to have fouled. I mean, there's very little in that. I don't know. I'm going to watch this again before I make another statement. Okay, he doesn't get the ball, in fairness, but Joelinton... I hate this in football, right? I hate this in football because Joelinton is... How big is he? And you're telling me he gets taken down by that? I know it's the sport and it's what happens, but it does annoy me. Joelinton on a night out would not fall down like that. If he if he got a little touch on his ankle like that, he would not go down on a night out. But at Villa Park, of course. Nick Pope with the free kick for Newcastle. 56 minutes gone. It's still goalless. Villa with one shot. I mean, Newcastle, in fairness, haven't had a shot in the second half, so we're beating them 1-0 on the shots, guys. Second half FC. Stay blessed and youthful, Unk. Well, thank you, David. I mean, there's only so much I can take from someone with flight as a profile picture, but you do. Digne with the throw-in for Aston Villa. No urgency to make a pass here. I also expected a change by now. I mean, I wanted one at halftime, and one didn't come. And now we're nearly an hour into the game. Flick on from Rodgers is really good, though. Watkins, first time cross, headed away by Livramento. Kept in play by Alanga. It was a good pass. I mean, the commentary said it again. Rodgers takes it down brilliantly again. Tielemans can't find the pass into McGinn. And then Cash doesn't come to press Burn. John McGinn called for Cash to try and squeeze up there. But Cash decided to just hold his position instead. And now, I think that could be a mistake because Trippier into Alanga. That's a good tackle, I think, from Digne. It's a tad clumsy, but, I mean, he does get the ball, but barely. Free kick to Villa, foul on Boubacar Kamara. What time is Watkins turning up? Look, I didn't put Watkins in FPL, right? Because it hurts me twice if he doesn't score. That's why I try not to have Villa attackers in FPL. Because I don't want them annoying me. You know? Okay, I'm going to remove that comment. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube and TikTok, please double tap the screen. On YouTube, please like the video. Pushes the algorithm. That would be great. Just had to remove a bot from the TikTok channel. Another long pass intercepted. I mean, I'm seeing tackles ricochet back to Newcastle. It's been such a scrappy game. Kamara now booked for a foul. I mean, it wouldn't matter that tackles are not going our way sometimes if we could actually keep the ball. You know, if we could actually make 5-yard passes, we wouldn't be in this situation where a tackle can ricochet back to them in the first place. You have Palmer and Pedro and Sanchez. I've got Palmer and João Pedro, but I don't have Sanchez in goal. I got a David Raya. As much as Arsenal fans bug me, their team is very defensive, so I've gone for a few Arsenal players back there. I've gone Gabriel as well. I've gone David Raya, yeah. Look, Arsenal think they're going to win the league, so I don't think so. But they'll probably get a lot of clean sheets. I've got more hope in Raya than Sanchez, although I imagine Sanchez is a fair bit cheaper. Free kick to Newcastle. I can see them winning this game. I really can. Sure, I mean... okay, well... Fabian Cher, Dan Burn. Oh my life. I mean, it's funny. I say I can see Newcastle winning this, and then I watch Fabian Schär and Dan Burn collide with each other at the back post. Oh dear. Oh dear. I mean, this has been. I said it earlier. This is not a great. It's not a great representation of the Premier League. I don't think this game we've had 3 occasions Villa players have collided with each other, and now 2 Newcastle players bump into each other. Oh dear, man. Yeah, Shah's very serious, man. Dan Burn laughed at him conceding a corner earlier, so he's a bit more jokey. Should be a corner to Villa, that. Dan Burn screaming. Oh, they've given a goal kick. Wow, they've actually folded like a deck chair under the screams of Dan Burn there. I hate when they make a decision after someone screams at them in the face. It literally hit Dan Burn last. Hang on. I think it hits Dan. Dan Burns did all that screaming. I think it was a corner anyway. But they're saying it hits Dan Burns' hand after. It does. I think it does flick off Dan Burn on the line. I still don't think you should be screaming for a goal kick and then the referee and specifically the linesman. You force them into like a situation where like they doubt themselves. Oh, Tyrone Mings is hurt, which is not what you want to see. Oh. Okay. That does not look good. I always get worried with Tyrone Mings because of the 1-year injury that he had. Watkins said something as well. I think was he interviewed by TNT or no? It would have been Sky because it was well, actually, I don't know, to be honest. Would it have been Sky TNT? He was interviewed anyway by someone. He was talking about how he thinks he's going to do, and he said he never gets injured. And I'm like, I don't like it when players say they don't get injured because that just you're tempting fate there. Saying like I don't get injured very often I think it's a dangerous thing to say. Like ACL within the first 5 games has never looked so dangerous. I just don't know why any player would say that. Like, what if he just now has like a never-ending long run of injuries? He's getting a bit older now, Ollie. So I don't know. Konza for Villa, back to Mings, furthest defender back. It's not an amazing pass back to Bizot. It's a little bit short, but Bizot came off his line. And now Konza nearly gets dispossessed, but Kamara helps out. Yeah, asking to get snap minute 1. Yeah. Do I know? I don't know. I don't, to be fair. And know any Cyprus football team. I'm sure there's some funny derbies in Cyprus between the Greek side and the Turkish side. I'm sure any football team, any derby between sides in those territories will be very fierce. You would imagine, right? I wouldn't imagine that many. I imagine it'd be like Scotland, how like you're either pro Rangers, pro Celtic, and there are teams that are like Hibernian. Has a lot of like Irish support. I think it's similar like that. I imagine with Cyprus, you'll have like the Turkish side sticking together and the Greek side sticking together. That's what I imagine anyway. This game's draw written all over it. I'm scared of this game. This reeks of 1-0 Newcastle with like a last minute Gordon dagger or something. They haven't had a shot. I love how they've showed this as well. Newcastle had 8 shots to Villa 0 first half, and now second half, Villa 1 shot to Newcastle 0. Rodgers into Watkins. Left foot! Oh, into the hands of Pope. He went with his weaker boot. It's another shot for Villa, but Pope hasn't had to move. It's once again, you've got to make a keeper move there. It is on his weaker foot, but it's just straight at Pope, man. It's another shot for Villa, but it's again, it is unfortunately a wasted chance that comes under. That's a poor pass. Won back by Rodgers, clips it forward. That's a good ball as well into John McGinn on the byline against Livramento. Finds Cash. Cash could put a cross in. He does. Doesn't find anyone though. I don't even know who's aiming for there because that's terrible. Gordon might be in. Might be a red card. Oh, I think Konza's gonna walk there. Konza's walked. Red card. Konza's off. Konza sent off. 1-on-1. Anthony Gordon. Oh my god. Oh my god. Konza sent off. Gordon 1-on-1. What is he doing? How much does he pull him back by? I'm just watching this again. He doesn't do much to put him off, you know. He does pull him back, and okay. It's one of those where there's not a lot of contact, but you can't pull someone's shoulder. You can't do that. Because like you force the referee into that kind of decision. Like Gordon has 100% felt the pull on his shoulder and gone down. But you can't do it. It's Konza knows that though. That's the thing. Konza knows as soon as he puts his arm on his shoulder, he knows that Gordon could crumble like like a bag of sticks there, a bag of rocks, whatever. My brain's gone. You know, especially someone who's not an out-and-out number 9, you're gonna be more likely to go down than try and shrug him off. Yeah. I would honestly, I would have backed myself to try and keep up with Gordon and try and put him off as he goes 1-on-1. I don't think Gordon's scoring. I don't think Gordon from there. I mean, literally, Elanga had a 1-on-1 save from Bizot. I don't think Gordon is scoring that. No, it's not a penalty. It's a free kick. I didn't explain that very well, to be fair. It was a through ball for Newcastle. Hit Villa on the break. Konza versus Gordon. He puts his arm on his shoulder, and Gordon felt the contact, went down. It is a denial of a goal scoring opportunity. 35 yards from goal. He was 1-on-1, so you can't say it's not denial of goal scoring. But yeah, free kick to Newcastle, taken short, gets the shot away. I mean, that's horrendous from Fabian's shot. That's why you play centre half, my friend, because that is shocking. I'm gonna see what the Villa fans are saying. I mean, this game's not been great, and now without a 10 men. Someone on Twitter said Matty Cash in the last game of the season last year made a mistake which got Emmy sent off, and now he's made a mistake that's got Konza sent off. I've been saying it for years. Cash ain't good enough, man. Cash ain't good enough. It's unbelievable. How we start. It's 2025. And he's still starting Premier League games for Aston Villa. Uncontested. Oh my god, I've got Konza in my FPL team as well. I'm finished. Konza's in my FPL. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's over. I forgot. I have Konza FPL. That's amazing. I have Cash on my bench and I put Konza in. Because I'm like, well, if we don't... I didn't fancy Villa that much to get a clean sheet today, so I only put one in. And I thought, well, Konza guaranteed start. And Cash loves a yellow, so I thought, well, I'm probably more likely to get an extra point with Konza. Cash is often substituted as well. And it's actually cost me points. That's unbelievable. Oh, my life. I'd definitely make changes now, Unai. 20 minutes to go. Still 0-0. Without a 10. No subs left. We have 5 that we can make, guys. I think Unai forgets that it's not like back in the day where you can make 3. We can make 5. We can use those. He's still on 3 points more than Kirkhead. Is he actually? That's hilarious. Oh yeah, because he was wasn't Kirkhead's removed in the 60th, right? No, in the 59th. Yeah, he was removed before the 60th minute. So it's more. I suppose it's more points than Kirkhead's and Frimpong. Okay, at least look, there's points on the board, I guess, but I don't know. Could have been more. Elanga trying to warp through 2 Villa players there. I mean, he gets the ball back still. Bruno Guimaraes, Anthony Gordon. Good tackle from Onana. He slipped over there and still managed to swing a boot out and kick the ball away. It's in Newcastle's possession. 20 minutes to go. You'd expect them to really go for this. Cross cleared by Digne and those Geordies who are travelling. Well, I thought you had to be like physically past the 60th minute. I know it goes down for like goals as the quote 60th minute, but I thought for FPL it had to be physically past 60 minutes. Yeah, let's hope we don't. Trippier corner. Cleared by Kamara. Gordon. Another clearance away, this time by Ollie Watkins. Everyone back defending here. Gordon has a shot that smashes into... was that Matty Cash who come to block that? Cross from Guimaraes. Good catch, Bizot. Bizot comes on, and that's what I mean by command of area. That's what I mean. Really good catch from Bizot. And I think he's hurt himself in the process. Cash has gone down too. Yeah, it was a fair sending off. It was one of those where Gordon has 100% felt the contact and gone down. But should Konza put his hand on him? No. Like, Konza has forced the referee into that decision. Essentially, because you can't put your hand on someone's shoulder and pull back. Like, letter of the law, it's a foul. And Gordon, I know for a fact he could have tried to shrug that off and go one-on-one, but he knew that it's better for Newcastle to be against 10 men than it is for him to potentially go one-on-one and miss. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but Konza's an idiot for doing that. I think he should have just tried to go shoulder to shoulder, and just go for speed, man. Try and track him down. But yeah, once again, Cash gets a Villa player for the second game running. Cash gets a Villa player sent off from his mistake. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's genuinely insane, like how this keeps happening, and he keeps like. That cross was so bad from Cash. Good block, by the way. Newcastle probably could have scored there. Matty Cash, to be fair, I'm giving him criticism. He makes a good challenge there to stop a potential goal. But it was Cash's absolute honking cross that caused their counter-attack. I'm just seeing this Harvey Barnes volley. He catches it really well. You know what? That might have been going in. Oh, it hits his hand, though. I mean, he's got no chance to react. He holds his... You know what? He's a deceiving little knob there because he holds his side. He hits his arm. But you can't give handball for that. It's too close. But he's holding his side. Onana with the header away at the near post. That's an awful cross from Livramento. Yeah, what... You have to say, like, Cash is a funny guy. He's holding his ribs, acting like he got blasted in the ribs. And you look at the replay... He just cleanly hits his arm and goes out for a corner. Need a goal for Rodgers or assist? Ninja, we're down to 10 men, my friend. So, I don't know. We'll see though. But this just reeks of United on the last game of the season. Like, playing shit, get a red card. All we need now is for us to get a goal disallowed for no reason. And then it's literally like the same, and then us to lose. It's literally carbon copy of the Man United game. Trippier, 15 minutes to go, still 0-0 on the opening day of the Premier League. We somehow beat you last season. Oh, because we were shit. And the referee's an idiot. Because he shouldn't have called a foul. But, I mean, we deserve to lose the game. It's annoying that we had a goal that was fine. Get disallowed. We could have still lost it. But it's one of those where if that stood, you never know what happens in games. We could just shut up shop and had the most, like, defensive haram football you've ever seen in your life. And we could have hung on possibly for a 1-0, but because it was still 0-0, we had to still push. We had to still gamble players forward, and we conceded a goal because of that. But yeah. And that game, like I said, it was Cash's terrible back pass back to Martinez, which again put Emi in a situation where he took down Højlund. I still think Emi should have not took Højlund. Højlund's awful, right? I still think he should have just allowed Højlund to shoot. Because he might have missed. Like, I would rather chase a 1-0, a potential 1-0, than, try and win a game of 10. Because Højlund could have missed. Højlund's terrible. Like, I don't think many United fans would have heavily backed him to score. And I say it with this game as well. I don't think Gordon scores, to be honest. 1-on-1. With Bizarre, with Konza right behind him, I don't think he scores either. Elanga for Newcastle down the right. Everyone's dropping back. This is very defensive from Villa. Another block, this time from Amadou Onana. We have 14 minutes of this, lads. 14 minutes of survival football. And we've still made no substitutions. Not one. Not a single one. Neither team. Do both teams forget that you can make changes? Shaw out wide to Elanga. Other than his miss, I think Elanga's been very good. But he should have scored. I mean, I'm a curse. I say Newcastle going to score and win the game. Two players collide. I say Elanga's been playing really well. Elanga sails across out for a goal kick. So I just need to keep praising their players. We might do something. Jacob Murphy is coming on for Newcastle. I'm going to have a little look, see what their fans are saying. I've actually not checked their social media all day. So I might see what's going on. What were they saying at half time? A lot better than I expected, basically. Could have had 2 or 3 if Judas was playing. That's funny. Need a striker. I've said it all game. If Aston Villa were playing a team with a striker, we'd be losing. And now we're down to 10 men. It's even more obvious. There have been changes, finally. I said both teams haven't made subs, and Newcastle finally makes some changes. I think Villa, we're crying out for substitutions, to be honest. Elanga off for Jacob Murphy. In fact, that horrendous cross from Elanga was his last contribution of this game. Digne throw towards Ollie Watkins. Wrestled to the ground there. But the referee has not given it. I mean, that was essentially a rugby tackle from Kieran Trippier, but whatever. The referee does not believe it was a foul. Yeah, I know. The sub should have been made. I do agree with that, Graham. Free kick to Villa. Sarcastic, ironic applause from the Villa fans. Yeah, it's been a poor game, Dennis. It has been a poor game. Late goal to Villa? I doubt it. We are down to 10 men. You never know in football. I have seen teams with 10 men win, but you never know, I guess. It's just we haven't looked like scoring really all game. We've had, ironically though, we probably should have scored with Kamara with his header, but that's the closest we've come all game. Digne flicks his header forward towards Rodgers. Jacob Murphy under pressure from Tielemans. Actually, he's won a foul there from Yuri Tielemans. He got hustled and hassled there. 10 minutes to go at Villa Park. It's 0-0, but Villa are down to 10. And Newcastle, I mean, they've kept with ball possession all game today. 56% of the ball, 12 shots to Villa's 2. And they're saying it would be a good result for Villa if we can hang on for a 0-0. I'm like, well, yeah, but it hasn't really... It's not said much today in the fact that we've been awful defensively. We're awful going forward, and now we're down to 10. So, I don't know. It's just you can make criticism on every part of the pitch. I think we've looked sloppy going forward. Oh, that cross, I mean, it's not far from finding Gordon. Newcastle getting closer and closer. Eddie Howe winces on the bench. I mean, I think he might be offside anyway as the cross comes in, but yeah, Livramento I think looks maybe a yard offside there. Not the greatest of first-time crosses as well. It's difficult to do, of course, but obviously Gordon needed a better pass than that. Burn back to Nick Pope. Villa tried to go long, once again lost it. I still, you know what, Solo, I think we've lost the midfield battle, so I don't know. I'd say Kamara and Onana have been okay in our midfield. In fairness, but I think Digne's been poor. I think Cash has done a lot of things well, but his crossing has been useless. Bizzot has been very good. I'd say easily the best player today we've had is Bizzot in goal. Bizzot probably should get man of the match. Made the biggest save of the game. I mean, who do you give it to? Like, I'd love to know what you guys think. Who genuinely would you give man of the match to? I think Bizzot has caught lots of crosses, made a huge save at 0-0. Well, the game is still 0-0, but made a huge save to deny Alanga one-on-one. The ref... You say Alanga, but Alanga missed a sitter, so it's hard for me to... Alanga's been probably one of their best players, but you can't miss a sitter and get man of the match in a game that finishes 0-0, because that will be the major talking point of the game. Konza, yeah, I have Konza in my FPL, don't worry. Don't worry. Konza owners are sad. I see what... Because FPL would have tweeted about that. Konza owners have been mudded. I think it's something like 20% of the... or even higher, maybe 25% of the FPL player base has Ezri Konza in the team. So, lots of upset people here. Someone said they benched him. Oh, poor guy is not a non-Villa fan. Konza Rogers Watkins. Daniel Marlin's coming on, guys, with 6 minutes to go, basically. Yeah, and without a 10. But he should be starting. I called this sub at half time, but the Don is finally on. Goodness me, man. I mean, I've been crying out for this sub all game, but the Don is on. The Don is on. The score's 0-0, Alfie, although Villa have been very lucky for that to be the case. Villa down to 10 men. Ezri Konza sent off in the 68th minute for a one-on-one denial. Brought down Anthony Gordon. I mean, we've not played very well. I could easily blame the red card. We've been awful all game today, so I'm not going to go and, blame that. John McGinn off. Come on, Don. I'll tell you what. If say there's a world, right? Daniel Marlon comes off the bench and scores, I would run straight to the the substitute bench and just like hold my ear and be like, "Why are you not playing me, bro?" Best player in pre-season comes on with 6 minutes to go and without a 10, so he'll probably touch the ball 2 times. Put a bet on Marlon scoring. Marlon probably won't get the ball because without a 10 bloody men. We should have made this change at half time. Why make it an attacking sub now when we're penned in? Tonali out wide. Harvey Barnes into Bruno Guimaraes. Livramento. Triangle passes now. Down that left-hand side. Shot. Please go for a shot. His shooting has been terrible all game. I need a Fabian Schär 40-yarder to sail into Rosette. I've never known such a trigger-happy centre-back. Oh no, Anton. You know what? I do. Rudiger. Rudiger loved a pop from 40 yards as well. Honestly though, other than Schär and Rudiger, who is another centre-back? He loves that. He loves a shot. He's currently playing. You got players like Gabriel who love a header from a corner, but actual physical shot, not many. What a tackle that is from Amadou Onana. Unfortunately, though, they still have it with Barnes. Blocked from Cash this time. Can we get the ball for more than 2 seconds? Watkins, that's nice. Into Rodgers. Does he win a foul? That's a really good tackle, Dan Burn. We really needed to win a foul there to relieve pressure. But unfortunately, Dan Burn with one of the best tackles you'll see. Gordon doesn't take the touch very well. Anthony Gordon just doesn't work as a 9, does he? Like a number 9 takes that with way more confidence. His touch there was so poor it allowed players to come back and make the challenge. I mean, the pass to Gordon deserved more than that touch. Wait, are Derby getting pummeled? Are you baiting me? 5-3, what a game. Derby 3, Coventry 5. Bloody hell. Wrexham 1, West Brom 3. You love to see it. People telling me Wrexham are going to win promotion. You funny guys. Portsmouth 0, Norwich 2. How do you hold 5 at home? That's crazy. They've conceded 3 goals in 7 minutes. They were winning the game. Derby were winning 3-2 and then held 3 in 7. Oof. Pride Park does not have much pride to it because oh my life. That is shocking. Rodgers tries to find Marlon. Marlon is just shoved off the ball there by Guimaraes. That's a good bit of strength from the Brazilian. Tries to find a through ball to Gordon. Read well by Kamara. Kamara finds Watkins. Villa have a moment here. Ollie Watkins into Daniel Marlon. Marlon in the box. Marlon saved. Gets the shot away, but it's into the hands of Pope. It's the first time Pope's had to dive to make a save all game. But Boubacar Kamara with an unbelievable interception, and then he starts to counter-attack for Villa. Like I said, him and Onana have been very good today in midfield. Anthony Gordon against Matty Cash. Cash, to be fair, has forced him out wide. He cuts it back, and that's a dreadful shot from Harvey Barnes. No wonder you played for West Bromwich Albion in your prime. That's all I'm going to say about Harvey Barnes. That is absolutely shocking. His career consists of West Brom, Leicester, Newcastle, and you wonder why when you see you see shots like that. Maybe you don't. Oh dear. Oh dear. Any energy in the game is that's true. This game has been woeful to watch. Okay, we've had spammers. I apologise for the TikTok viewers. I have no idea why people are spamming. So they shall get muted. I apologise. I get... When I do these streams, especially when I'm not able to stream both off Streamlabs OBS for some reason or another, I forget to read one chat over another, and I've just not read TikTok chat for a while, so I apologise, guys. To the 66 viewers over there, I appreciate all your support. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. And to the YouTube viewers, I love you guys as always. Please hit the like button too. Oh my life. Harvey Barnes has slipped over and tripped Cash over. This has not been a good couple of minutes for Harvey Barnes. It has not been his best career moment in his last couple of minutes. Oh dear. Watkins on fraud watch. I mean, he wasn't fantastic today, but we're playing with 10 men. The biggest fraud watch, I think, is our front three of John McGinn, Tielemans, and Morgan Rodgers. Because it has been non-existent. Thankfully, with Daniel Marlon on, he's got a shot away. Well, Harvey Barnes has just been replaced. I've got to say, I find it funny. He put a shot into Rosed and then he slips over and then gets taken off for Osula. We are heading into the 90th minute, guys. Still, it remains goalless. Villa with 3 shots, all on target if there's anything to go off. Kamara's header probably should have been a goal, though, as his header was saved by Pope. Then Ollie Watkins on his weaker left foot into the hands of Pope again, as he didn't even have to move. And then the most recent shot come from Marlon on an angle, not the most power in it, and a simple save for Pope in the end as he dives low to his right. Yeah, I've said it all of last season, Ninja. Like, Rodgers is terrible out wide. I keep saying it. The best Rodgers you'll ever see is down the middle, where he can run at you. Like, it's obvious. They've given man of the match to Shah. Are you mad? Fabian Shah helped us. Fabian Shah has put the ball into Rosed on 2 occasions. He's helped us. Rodgers tries to poke it towards Marlon, but Pope, to be fair to him, has reacted very well there. Come off his line. Not known for him being a sweeper keeper, but he's done that role. I say it's like a pseudo role for him, really, but he's done it well. Anthony Gordon goes for a shot, and it's a good save again from Bizot. Go on, Bizot. He's my man of the match today. Very tough game for him, by the way. Bizot coming in on his debut. First game of the season. Lots of pressure. New game. New ground. Because obviously we don't even play our pre-season friendlies at Villa Park. We play them in Warsaw, so can't even get used to the stadium. But he's done very well. Very, very well. Very impressed with Bizot today. One of the few actual positives. Very good command of his area. Very good kicking. Very good one-on-one saving. Can't complain. My stats thing. Well, it's from Flash Score, so you can have a moan at them if you want. Rodgers goes down under a challenge from Sher. Newcastle go long. 6 minutes added time. We've played 2 of those already. Just seen Anthony Gordon slip over. Varka and see Newcastle had 14 and Villa have blocked 6. We have blocked a lot, in fairness. I think Matty Cash had blocked like 2 or 3 of them alone. Anana has blocked a couple. So the block shot count, I don't think's wrong. Rodgers on the attack, and he slips over. I don't know what is going on with the pitch today, but there's been a lot of slipping over from both teams. Like I said, within the last 5 minutes, we've seen Barnes, Gordon, and now Morgan Rodgers all slip over. The referee has whistled here as Kamara's now gone down. And Newcastle blocked a new. Yeah, because you're reading it wrong. So Newcastle, what that is doing. So you've got to look at the colours. So of Newcastle's 14 shots, 5 of them were off target. 6 of them have blocked. So you're just reading the stats wrong. Villa's 3 shots, none of them have been blocked. None of them have been off target. All on target. Yeah, you were. Villa have blocked 6. See, you can tell by the colour. So of the 14 shots, 6 blocked. Yeah. It's not even me that does it. It's a website that I take. Two and a half minutes to go here. Still 0-0. That's a good long ball as well down the channel. It's a Sula off the bench. Cuts inside. Gets a 1-2. Gets it on his left. Good block from Tyrone Mings. That could have been travelling. Anthony Gordon shields the ball out of play for a corner. Funny guy. Corner to Newcastle. Punched by Bizot. I will say it's not the most convincing clearance on Bizot, but we get it clear anyway. Maybe he was fouled there, perhaps, as he goes to punch the ball, but his clearance wasn't fantastic. Minute and a half to go. God's sake. Thank God I benched Rodgers this week. Watkins a sell. Look, it's early days, guys, and we've had 10 men since the 68th minute. I would hold on just yet. I wouldn't, honestly, no matter what you do, FPL, I wouldn't make any clear transfer until like game week 3. Because like you can sub a player out who doesn't play well this week, and then they get a brace next week, you know? Newcastle without Isaac is just Burnley. Newcastle, really good side. It's just they're toothless. You goal had a good game, give man of the match. Like I said, I think Bizot was man of the match today. We've done nothing all game. I think Bizot, Onana, Kamara, only 3 that can hold their heads up after today. Everyone else, I'm very disappointed in, to be honest. And you can praise you can praise Cash if you want. It was Cash's mistake that cost us a red card. His cross was so atrociously bad it led to their counter-attack. You bench boosted and you look. I do my research. He hasn't been starting in friendlies for Sunderland, which is why I didn't have him in. I didn't just do what everyone else does. See a Sunderland player for $4.5 million on loan from Chelsea and think, oh, he's going to start. I did my research. He hasn't been playing. That's why Beto has been playing. And that's full time at Villa Park. And it's a 0-0 on the opening day of the season, guys. I mean, not many 0-0s between these two sides. I mean, the last time Villa played Newcastle at Villa Park, it was, 4-1? Last time we went to their ground, they beat us 3-0. Like, it's typically goals in these kind of games. So it is a surprise to see a 0-0. Man of the match today is Bizot. I'm not even shifting on that, to be honest. I think it is. Look, some people can argue that it's Kamara or Onana for them, but Bizot for me made a huge save early on into the game, and it's enough to get us all the points. And he commanded his area very well. Made a lot of he claimed a lot of crosses, made himself a presence, and I thought was very, very good. Our attack, though, seriously needs to have a massive microscope underneath it this week, because that was shocking. I don't know what our game plan was today, but us going long did not work in any way. Rodgers it doesn't work out wide. Yeah, I'm not impressed either. I'm not impressed, Danny, mate. I'm not impressed. Bizot, though, I will say, has he done enough to give himself competition for Emi Martinez? Because he was very good today. So I think there's a shout potentially for Bizot to start in goal next week. But we'll see. Thank you all so much for watching. I had a lot of views today over on TikTok and YouTube. You guys have been amazing. I'm going to do a couple of videos. I'm going to do a reaction and a player ratings over on the TikTok if you want to go over and watch. Guys, if you want to join FPL, the code the code 3KW4FV. I'll say it once more, 3KW4FV. If you want to join the FPL, guys. Thank you for watching. See you again very soon up the Villa.